to this extraordinary show which is going to captivate your heart and leave you inspired. We bring to you the very spectacular and the inspiring show called the Newsmakers. We are going to be sharing stories which are going to touch your heart, and yes, that is going to leave you thinking that yes, that whatever you desire or dream about is achievable. Hi, I am Simran Nagpal, your host for the series of Newsmakers. So friends, I think and I believe that some of you who are watching this show today could be a budding entrepreneur, or you may be wanting to start a new startup. There could be many questions into your mind as to how to start a new project. But the foremost thing that we think about is how to arrange for those funds. Finance is the major part that we need to start a project. But yes, here is the good news today. We bring to you the personality who's right from the core of financial sector. We bring to you the business funding specialist. He helps businesses to raise funds through private funding. Yes, my dear friends, please allow me to welcome funding guru, Mr. Subodh Bajpai, on the sets of the Newsmakers. Hi, sir. Welcome to our show.
Thank you so much.
It is such a great honor to have a person like you who's just, just helping a lot of people across the world to arrange for the finances. Now that I know that you are a funding guru, right? You're famous about it. But there must be a journey behind you. Please share that with us.
Like in your introduction, you said through private, so it's just not private lenders. It's through venture capitalists, through banking institutions, and through all the sources from where a startup can raise funds, or not just a startup, or any established business or a startup can raise funds. So, to talk about how I started this journey, I saw very lot of entrepreneurs struggling to raise funds, and that is the main area through which their good business or a good idea was not able to survive in this competitive market, because business is just like a baby. Like the more you feed, the better you feed, the more it will grow. So there were a lot of good businesses who were not able to survive, especially if I talk about the pandemic. So somehow I felt that pain, and I thought of bridging that gap, how I can help a lot of businesses, other businesses who should not go through what these businesses go through, which a lot of them were businesses I was personally involved in also, as a consultant. So that was a pain which was there in my heart.
So this idea came while pandemic happened?
Just, but the moment pandemic started, so you can say that is the time when this seed basically, yes.
Sir, I would like to know that there are a lot of startups who are watching you right now. I'm sure that there are people. So, sir, there are a lot of people who are watching you right now who could be a startup. So, there this question comes into their mind that are you only catering to people who are from specific industries or some specific sector, or you're open to everyone?
No, I am open to each and everyone. The basic thing which I look into a business is how futuristic it is. Especially after 5 years, let's say 5 years, 10 years down the line, how progressive it will be, how approachable it will be for the masses. So this is my basic criteria. So I don't basically look for manufacturers or pharmaceuticals or anything to a specific industry. So I am open to everybody. It is just that how futuristic a business is, that is the major criteria which I look into it. How well it is open to the upcoming ventures like AI and blockchain are going to be a very major involvement in the business. So how open they are to these technologies, because 5 years down the line AI will be an integral part of everything. So this is my perception. I personally think AI and other technologies are going to be a very integral part of business. So any business who can cater and involve this technology is something I personally look forward to.
So good news, my dear friends. Sir is open to all kind of industries. So when I was talking to you some time back, I got to know that banks are also so much of they rely on you. They come up to you, and then you have a good amount of people who are like coming to you to raise funds. Would you just tell us more about it?
Yeah, because see, banking procedure is quite a long process, and businesses approach us just because of we have a very quick disbursal process. And the basic backbone of this disbursal is the due diligence which we do basically. So in our team we have a lot of ex-bankers, lot of people from the finance background, lot of people who have international exposure as well, lot of people who are from the National Stock Exchange, who are retired or who are a consultant. So they are a part of our team. So when they prepare a report, so it becomes very helpful for the banks, for the nationalized banks, or to be specific, they become very helpful for the NBFCs. So this is how we have built a very good credibility in front of banks. So whenever a client goes through our due diligence, most of the things are clear. So that is why when a business approaches through us to a bank or to any financial institution, it becomes easy for both the parties to have a reliable source on each information and yeah.
So, Mr. Subodh,
Yeah.
there is a very, this question is coming into my mind very often. It's like, you have come to this, like the stage in your life where you like really achieved a lot, but this is not possible without failures.
Yeah, in the beginning of the introduction you said funding guru, so I don't call myself a guru. So guru is something who teaches, and I believe I am a student. I learn every day from the entrepreneurs, from the people who start a new business. I learn a lot from them. So there are a lot of failures. There are multiple times when I am convinced with the idea, but I am not able to convince the venture capitalist or any financial institution. So I almost fail every week. Yeah.
I think that's the part and parcel of your
Yes,
growth.
yes.
Success is never tasted without failures.
Yes.
And then you tasted it as well. But one thing that I would really want to know, like, you are very famous for being called as funding guru, and your company has a USP of having arranged funds in 24 hours.
Yes.
This is something which is like I really want to know.
Yes.
How is that possible?
So that is basically we try to bridge a gap between a business and the working capital. Working capital is just like a daily food for a human being. So a business needs a working capital every day, just like we need food. So especially if I talk about this 24-hour thing, so we basically provide a working capital solution to the businesses. So this is kind of a bridge funding we do for any business. It is again not specific to any industry. But yes, this thing is possible. People come to us, approach to us just because of this short span of time. Just because we have, like I was telling you about the due diligence and strong and the kind of relationship and trust we have with our investors and venture capitalists and everybody. So whoever we recommend already has a solid backing. Yeah. So this is basically the reason.
So this is the kind of trust that you've built with your investors.
Yes. And this is again I would suggest to everybody who's even watching this YouTube video. Yeah, sure. So that you need to have a very strong trust build up with your investor, or even to start a business, the parents the parents are the first investor in a business. So you need to have a very good investment trust with the investors. Yeah, that is
so
something.
viewers, here you listen to this very important thing. You could be a budding entrepreneur, and the very foremost thing is to build a trust.
Yeah.
And that comes right from your home. Your parents are the first and foremost people. And then we have our guru here, which he's very modest about that he doesn't want to be called as one. But sir, that you are very famous, known as the financial guru, and providing funds. So moving further, I would want to know more about you as a person. Like, we know that you into the industry, you have your struggles, but there is a digitalization time, right?
Yeah.
Things are getting digitalized, and everything is like everything is AI. The future is AI.
Yes.
What would you say about it for the people who are going to be here in this industry, starting a new venture?
If you are starting a venture, or if you have already started a venture, or if it is a running business, or even if it is a ancestral business you are doing, so I would personally recommend to include artificial intelligence, and it can be included in each and every possible way. And like we are reading that it's going to cut employment, there will be a employment shortage, AI will overpower humans. So it is nothing like that. Yes, there will be, because AI is far more intelligent, not as humans, but yes, but it knows its job. Whatever we say or whatever we command, it
Just with a
follows our
click and
command.
you
Yes,
get
yes.
this.
So the time in which, that span of time in which it completes work is little short. So it helps a business in raising the productivity also of a business. Let's say if it's a manufacturer or it is a trading company or anything, there is no scope of faults in any of the work which is assigned to AI. So I would personally recommend everybody to include AI in some way or the other.
So you know now what you have to do. You have to include AI in your life because you
Yes.
have to make your life easier. But then use your mind as well, because AI can just help you, get your information. Yes, sir, I am very much wanting to know, because of course, like I told you, people who are starting to do their business, and funding is an important thing for them. So how do you evaluate potential risk and returns of an investment?
Again, we see the past record of the company,
Okay.
how well it performed, how well it performed with the primary investment. The investment I was talking about, the parents' investment. So how it performed, how futuristic it is, how honest the main promoter of the business is towards the business. This is the basic primary criteria. We don't look for the balance sheets. If I talk about a startup, we don't look for the balance sheets. We don't look for the any other financial documents, banking or anything. What we look is the intention of the person,
Okay.
how trustworthy and honest he is towards his own business, not towards the society or anything, towards the business, towards the product or the services he is offering, and towards the product which he is going to deliver to the customers. So towards the customer, how honest he is, how what are his intentions. This is the basic primary criteria which we follow for the startups. Basically, if we talk about the startups, and a lot of youth is watching, so let's talk about the startups mostly.
You see, very important thing that everything is all about intent. If you have the right intent, mind you everyone, if you have the right intent, you get the funds, because that belief system makes you achieve your goals as well. Like sir said, that the intent has to be clear. This is so very wonderful. Knowing you here, sitting here, it's such a great thing that we have somebody very learned from this industry. But there is another side to you, sir. We also know that you're writing a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is something which I'm really wanting to know.
So again, post pandemic, I came across a lot of entrepreneurs with a good intent, who were honest towards their business, towards the product, towards the customers, but they were not able to survive that unique situation which has come up for everybody, be it the government, be it the citizens of this country, be it the citizens of the world. So it was new for everybody, but they were not able to fight through the situation, because it was something new for everybody. So I came across more than 100 businesses who collapsed, who were on the verge of collapsing,
Okay.
who collapsed and then again fought back. So I basically included every case study of those times into that book, and my personal interaction with a lot of big entrepreneurs, good companies who went through that crisis. So I've included each and everything. A entrepreneur or a startup, a person who's going to start up, will if he or she reads about it, he will or she will definitely be very
It's like a quick
knowledge.
guide for them.
Yes, a quick guide with the actual case studies
Okay.
and the real struggles what a person goes through while starting up.
So you have somebody mentioned in the story, like somebody who's really made in the industry?
Yeah, there are a lot of people, and I would request to read the book.
Okay, wow. So he keeps it as a secret because he wants you to read the book, which is going to be out like,
By the end of this month.
oh wow, we are going to soon have his book, which has like souvenir from his side, that how people who have really established in the industry have made it to this to their success.
Yeah.
And this is so wonderful that you were somewhere playing a role in their life as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. So my dear friends, it is such a great honor to have him, and I'm not going to leave him like that because there's more questions that I have. Sir, you are a very good looking person and a very humble person. I've known you like from some time back.
Yes.
But how do you manage to keep this calm, and how do you manage to be so fit?
That is again one more thing. I mean, everybody should take care of this thing. I mean, health is wealth. Wealth is not everything, and we closely observe businesses, and there are a lot of promoters we come across who are retired now, who have achieved the $1 billion club. And the only advice, I also try to seek advices from them. So the only advice, everybody, the common advice which I receive is that health is wealth. Yes.
So now we know
very
that
particular
this
about the
person
health.
Yes. So the person who is so fit, he also believes that okay, fine, we need to have wealth in our kitty or probably in our banks, but health is the foremost wealth.
Yeah.
And moving further, sir, the last of the, I mean, I would not want this show to ever end because such a great interview that we are carrying. But so this question that I really want you to tell to the audience, your one advice to those people who are ready to embark their journey, you know, that quick advice.
The quick advice is, firstly, you should remember that we are Indians, and the world is watching us. Yes. I would like to mention this. Saudi government and other Asian nations are approaching Indian businesses to set up their manufacturing units in their country to increase the exports. So we are Indians, we are going to be, the world is watching us. So the best part is we are Indians, and we have such a big exposure. I mean, we can take population as a bad thing also, and we can take population as a good thing also. We have such a huge number of people to cater, to help, to provide them with services. It cannot be any luxury services also. There are a lot of startups who are providing basic sanitation services to the rural India. So the only advice is look for opportunities. We are in India full of opportunities, and this government is also very much supporting startups especially, and and the businesses. There are certain flaws in everything, but yes, majorly India is a booming economy, and we are a part of this economy, so this is the best thing. Yeah.
Wow, what a wonderful thought for all of you to think about. We are a booming economy, so everyone, you have to start thinking about yourself and believe in yourself, because we know that we can do it. So here we would like to say thank you to you, sir.
Thank you so much.
It was a great honor to have you.
Same
and
here.
you know, I'm sure the people who must have watched you right now, they must be really enlightened that wow, what a quick guide that they got to into this industry of finance. So once again, thank you for being here. And so my dear friends, what are you thinking? Yes, you have to start up. Start your thinking box and start to work upon your new project. And like I always say, that if you have any story and you think that you can be here on this couch and share your stories with us, then what are you waiting for? We at Newsmakers look up to people who have something to give to the society. Call us on the number or email us, and we would be just waiting to hear from you. So here's Simran signing off from this interview right now, but I promise to bring another dynamic personality in my another interview. Till then, stay blessed.